Kylian Mbappe stayed at PSG and did not move to Read Madrid.
For me, a longtime fan of Madrid, this is almost an insult.
But even without Mbappe, there are many great transfers in the club's recent history. Today about the best Real Madrid transfers in the 21st century. Let's go!
Casemiro. The defensive midfielder moved to Madrid from the Brazilian São Paulo. A transfer that cost only €6 million.
One of the most profitable purchases of Madrid.
Albeit not immediately, only after a loan at Porto, Casemiro became one of the leaders of the team that won 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
Casemiro is arguably the best defensive midfielder in the world.
He not only knows how to control the center of the field like no one else in the world, but also has an excellent shot and vision of the field.
Casemiro spent almost 300 matches as part of Madrid and has already become a legend of the club. David Beckham. A transfer that cost Madrid €38 million.
The Englishman moved to Spain from Manchester United and immediately fit into the All-Star team.
Already in the debut game of the championship, he scored a goal, and before that he scored in the second match for the Spanish Super Cup.
In the 2006-2007 season, Beckham was recognized as the best player on the team. In total, the player has 159 matches for the Royal Club and 20 goals. By signing Beckham, Madrid got not only a super player, but also a media superstar. Even without taking into account the value that the player brought on the field, Madrid made good money on advertising.
Marcelo.
The player moved to Madrid in 2007 at the age of 18 for €7 million from the Brazilian Fluminense. Marcelo was bought to replace Roberto Carlos. And the young Brazilian coped with this task perfectly. Marcelo quickly became Madrid's main left-back and made 542 appearances for the club, scoring 38 goals and providing 63 assists. For 16 seasons, the Brazilian helped Madrid win the Spanish championship 6 times, 2 national cups, 4 Champions Leagues and 4 Club World Cups. After the departure of Ramos, it was Marcelo who became the captain of the team.
Brazilian Ronaldo.
He moved to Madrid in 2002 from Inter Milan for £40 million. From the very first match, Ronaldo began to score goals and show the game that was expected of him. In 194 games in 5 seasons, Ronaldo scored 118 goals against rivals, many of which became decisive. So in the 2002-2003 season, Ronaldo scored a hat-trick at Old Trafford in the Champions League playoff match against Manchester United, which brought the Royal Club to the semi-finals of the tournament. An amazing football player whose career, although surprisingly successful, was not as bright as it could be due to injuries and a riotous lifestyle.
Thibaut Courtois. Belgian goalkeeper who started his stellar career at another Madrid club, Atletico Madrid. At that time, the player belonged to Chelsea, and in Spain he would have been on loan. And it was from Chelsea that Courtois moved to Real Madrid in 2018. The deal cost €35 million. Courtois is arguably the best goalkeeper in the world right now. But the first 2 seasons with Madrid turned out to be bad. The goalkeeper made a lot of mistakes. And he was criticized by many fans. Over time, Courtois stopped making mistakes. With his game, he was able to make the fans fall in love with him and become the leader of the team. This season, his rescues helped Madrid reach the Champions League final and win the Spanish championship. Courtois played 158 matches for Madrid and conceded 147 goals in them. Toni Kroos. It is not clear how Bayern could let such a player go, let alone let him go for such ridiculous money. Kroos' transfer cost €25 million. But Bayern did.
On July 17, 2014, the official website of the Madrid club announced the transfer of the player. Toni immediately became a key player in midfield.
Particularly admirable is the accuracy of his transmissions.
According to this indicator, he has always been and remains the best in the team.
The accuracy of his passes is over 95%.
At the moment, Kroos has played 313 matches for Real Madrid, in which he gave 59 assists.
Kroos has become one of the best in a team that has won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. The midfielder also won the Spanish championship 3 times. Sergio Ramos, perennial leader and captain of Madrid. The Spaniard moved to Real Madrid from Sevilla in the summer of 2005. For him gave 27 million euros. For that year, this is a very large amount, especially for a defender. Ramos immediately began to play in the base and quickly fell in love with the fans. He spent 16 seasons with Real Madrid and became a true legend of the club. Fans remembered not only his game and defense, but also his goal-scoring skills. His goals brought the Royal Club many titles. Ramos scored his most famous goal in the 93rd minute against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final of the 13-14 season. This goal allowed Real Madrid to go into extra time, in which Gareth Bale scored the winning goal and Real Madrid won their 10th European Cup. Ramos played in 671 matches and scored 101 goals. And no one counted how many times he saved his team from a missed goal. Karim Benzema. He came to Madrid in the same 2009 as Cristiano Ronaldo. The transfer cost 35 million euros, which Madrid paid to Lyon. And who knew that after the departure of Ronaldo, it was Benzema who would become the leader of Real Madrid. Karim has always scored a lot and gave a lot of assists, played a lot for partners. In the first season, Benzema did not play much, but from the middle of the 2010-2011 season he became a base player. It was difficult to imagine a player who would be the best shell carrier for the main striking force of Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo. But at the same time, Benzema missed a lot of his opportunities to score. And he was criticized a lot. In hindsight, it is clear that the Frenchman has always been a phenomenal footballer, but now that he is the leader of the team, this has become clear to everyone. However, Benzema's 21-22 season was especially powerful. Now he is the main favorite for the Golden Ball and the title of the best football player in the world. Luka Modric. The footballer moved to Madrid in 2012. Tottenham sold the Croat for £33 million. In the first few months, this purchase could not be called a successful transfer. For example, the main Madrid newspaper Marca called Modric's transfer the worst of 2012. But already in the next season, due to an injury to Khedira, Modric had more time on the field and he really showed up. Modric is a great player, possibly the best Madrid player in many years. It makes no sense to talk about Modric's contribution to the team's game. He is the creator of many titles and victories for Madrid. In 10 seasons, Modric played 427 games and won everything he could, including 4 times the Champions League, 3 times the Spanish Championship and the main individual award, the Golden Ball, in 2018. Modric is the only player to become the best player in the world besides Messi and Ronaldo since 2008. Zinedine Zidane. One of the greatest players in football history moved to Madrid in the summer of 2001 from Juventus Turin for a record 75 million euros. Zidane became the leader in the Constellation Galacticos. His goal in the Champions League final 2001-2002 against Bayer was not only the best goal in the history of the tournament, but also a victorious one for Madrid. But Zidane became not only one of the best players, but also one of the best coaches of the Royal Club. In 2012, he began coaching the Madrid youth team, and in January 2016, he became the first team coach. Under his leadership, Real Madrid took the long-awaited championship in the 16-17 season in 3 consecutive Champions Leagues in 2016, 2017, and 2018. An incredible person for all of Madrid. Of course, the first is Cristiano Ronaldo. The Portuguese, for whom Florentino Perez did not regret in 2009 a record 94 million euros. As a Manchester United player, Cristiano became the best player in the world, and at Madrid he became a great one. Ronaldo in Madrid means dozens of goals in all competitions, many titles and crowds of fans. Cristiano won 4 Champions Leagues, 2 championships and 2 cups in Spain with Real Madrid. He played 438 matches and scored 450 goals. This is the highest number of goals in club history. Crazy achievement. Ronaldo left Madrid at his peak. He needed new challenges. But for Real Madrid, this player will be the best player and the best transfer, perhaps in the entire history of the club, for a very long time.